Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back again to E4TV's special E3 2013 video. And we're going to be pretty much reviewing, I guess, the press conferences. If you guys didn't watch our last video, we talked about Xbox's, Microsoft's press conference on the Xbox One.
How we rated it, what we thought, games that came out, games we loved, teasered, and everything like that.
So go watch that video before I guess you watch this one. This video, we're going to talk about Sony's press conference. And on they talked a lot of things, and they also showed the PlayStation 4, the actual console. They finally got to see it last night.
Everybody's bitching about how they didn't get to see it at the reveal, and how we had all leaked images, but they weren't, legit. And now they're like, first things first, we're gonna fucking show you the PS4 and how it looks, and it looks amazing. Very thin. I think they showed it. The controller's like this, turn around, and the console's about this thin, and it's like
it looks very thin.
It looks like a parallelogram, and they slanted it, and
cool. I like it.
It looks good.
Sony has always kept that shape in all those systems. That one shape. So I like that they stuck to that concept and they just kept going. But it's different. But it is a Sony PlayStation console,
and it's slim already, which means they're not going to be coming out with a PlayStation 4 Slim
for a while. At least we know, but they always do it. They always do it.
But it's so thin already. How could you make a Slim out of that?
I'd be impressed if they make it even more slim than that one, honestly.
They'd be like, it's slim, but you're going to have to hook up all this extra hardware on the side of your PS4 in order to make it work. Always find a way.
We saw the console.
Yes.
The price was shown down in the press conference, so we'll talk about the price now. $399.
$399. That's it.
Next generation console, $399. There are more phones out right now that cost more than that, bro. And you're getting a lot of hardware in that system, yo. So, $399. We'll talk about the games now. Let's move on to the games now.
Games. Yes.
So knowing the price now, let's move on. What is Sony offering? Okay, so
first
press conference, they showed Killzone, the new Killzone game, which was Shadowfall.
Yes.
The next one they had was Infamous Second Son.
Yes, they showed that for the first time. That was good.
They showed that. They had another game that was made by the creator of, I believe, was it Crash Bandicoot? No. Was it Crash Bandicoot?
I think it was. It was that kind of weird.
Right here.
It was that kind of weird game.
Yes, that's on the Crash platform Vita. It is called Knack. Knack. Yes.
Okay.
Knack was shown, and I would say they kind of showed more gameplay footage on the other games they did show, but it was more like, how are they doing more in-game stuff? So we got to see Infamous Second Son like in-game, which looked great.
Oh yes.
Really impressed with that one. Killzone Shadowfall did look good, but I'm still not convinced that I should get the game. The game looks beautiful. The colors are just. There was a scene where you're just passing by a couple buildings and you just see like the reflection on the mirrors and stuff, and that looked really good.
They sold me with Killzone because I played Killzone 3. And that's the only Killzone I played, but it was beautiful in 3D. It was epic and incredible. The multiplayer was really good.
Okay.
So I'm actually very excited for the new Killzone.
Good.
I think it's going to be good.
Okay, good. So they showed that, and then
Batman Arkham Origins.
They showed Arkham Origins. That's
God.
right. They showed Batman Arkham Origins. They showed the story trailer with some gameplay.
With a lot of gameplay.
A lot of gameplay.
They showed all the new gadgets they're going to have.
The new gadgets, they did show that. They showed Deathstroke. They also showed any other characters?
They showed Bane.
They did show Bane.
And then, let's not forget, the very, very end of the trailer, the part that seriously mattered was the Joker's going to be in this game. The Joker's going to be in it, bro. And he's young, and he has this like DMC Dante look with the black jacket and then the slicked up hair, and it's going to be
a good
phenomenal.
I'm glad that these developers are keeping the same Batman formula that Rocksteady had before in the previous games, and they're just going to make it better by just adding gadgets and
because it's such a perfect fighting system. I've never played an action adventure game with that tight of a fighting system. From the second I played Arkham Asylum, and the first thing I did when I hopped up on the game was the challenge maps. Okay. And just to get a feel of the combat, and it was so smooth. Okay. I'm pulling off like 100 hit combos, and I'm like, yeah, I got this shit, counter. Mm-hmm. But it's
Good. So you're excited for Arkham Origins as well?
Very excited, which comes out, I believe, in October.
Okay.
So we'll be seeing that very soon.
Good. So after that, they showed, I guess, some of the new games they were bringing out, right?
Yes, new exclusives.
Oh no, they actually showed, before they got to that, they showed Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh,
nobody talked about this. Nobody talked about this.
We were there. We witnessed
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Well, they did a live demonstration of the game, and it was lagging on them. Like it was a beautiful game, and the gameplay was amazing. And then it started lagging during the important parts of the naval battle. And it's like it would just.
And
then he would just run again. And then the camera would zoom out, and the audience would look at the screen, look at each other like, what?
The guy's standing there with the controller like, what am I going to do? Yo, it's lagging. Yo, fix it. And he's just standing there with the controller, working a little bit and it lags. And then I'll never forget the horror of it just crashing. Assassin's Creed 4, and then that's it. They just ended. Yeah, like they were just like, fuck you, we're not doing this. So just cut it. Go to the outro. Just cuts out outro. Assassin's Creed 4, and then they just anyways, moving on. It was so terrible. It was horrible. My God. I was laughing my ass off though.
It just makes me feel like Assassin's Creed should just take a break, not show up for like a couple, 1 year, just 1 year without an Assassin's. Just let the IP just take a rest, just sit down, just take a breather.
Just relax.
Just chill, just relax. Just relax. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, that's just...
Let's talk about their redemption. And my favorite part, which I'm gonna go to second, because I gotta talk about what they did before, when Nomura came out. Tetsuya Nomura. And fucking showed us finally Versus 13. Finally finished. Finally, ready to go. It's underway, almost done. And it looked amazing. Yeah. I didn't think they would show a gameplay, but they did. And
very brief.
Oh my God, it looks good.
What, 13?
Versus 13.
Which is now officially Final Fantasy 10.
Officially?
Not 10. 15. I don't know, bro. All these damn numbers. So, Final Fantasy 15 is officially happening, which was previously Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Okay. Which they showed us.
So they showed us gameplay
3 years ago. They showed us the first trailer, and it was amazing. It was like, oh my God, this is the perfect Final Fantasy game I'm looking forward to. And something happened, and all this, and we got it delayed a lot. And finally, this is the finished product. A hack 'em slash 'em Final Fantasy game that's like perfect. And then
so then that they showed us that the gameplay was looking amazing. A lot of stuff was happening too. You see like buildings falling apart, and your characters running around, and you got like it was like all action too.
All action.
I would like to think it's like a mature version of Kingdom Hearts.
Indeed, it had that same. It looked like it had that same feel, that same action. It looked like a little bit of a faster pace, and like it looks really, really good. I can't wait till it comes out, and I'm gonna get it probably day one, midnight release.
Good. So, after they show footage of Final Fantasy 15...
Oh my God. The best part of the conference fucking happened.
Well, yeah, of course, for you, and that was the best part. So, you could tell them, man. Just tell them what happened.
Nomura comes back on, and this is our Final Fantasy 13 or whatever, comes out whenever, and they're like, and we have one more teaser for you, just hold tight, here's the trailer. And then Square Enix, well, okay. Disney. We're like, oh my God, and we're like, wait. It's probably just going to be 1.5 remake HD. So let's not get excited.
Okay, Square
They show Kingdom Hearts 1, and then they're showing different clips as well as quoting the final quote of Dream Drop Distance in that background, and it goes through all of them. And then Sora pops out like the opening to Dream Drop Distance, and he just changes into Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is fucking coming. It's on its way. It's on its way.
In development, man.
In development. This could take years. This could take 2 to 3 years for it to happen.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is officially happening. So Sony showed it at their press conference. But now, there's news that just surfaced that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Which I don't have a problem with. Although it is taking, because Sony sweat Microsoft with that conference. Everybody, even me, who was like, I'm getting the Xbox One, PS4 is alright, but I'm going with my Xbox, because I'm an Xbox guy. and they swept me up, yo. And I'm like, PS4 all the way because of all the stuff it's gonna do, the games, Kingdom Hearts 3 first. But and then a lot of people are jumping back to Xbox.
They are.
A lot of people.
They're jumping back and forth on there. So
a lot of confused people.
That's another subject we should probably just talk about in general. So that could bring up a lot of conversations on who's buying what because of that game, which is crazy to me.
Don't think about when you saw the PS4 conference and you're like, "Yo, fuck Xbox! I'm PS4 all the way now." Think about
what your experience is.
Yes.
How you want to play the game.
And if you're a Kingdom Hearts fanatic like us, now you'll tell us why you might think about jumping back on the Xbox because it's being released on Xbox One, Kingdom Hearts 3. So,
what do you guys feel about that?
Let us know.
So moving on after that, Sony brings up, they start taking shots at Microsoft, saying
they took a shit on Microsoft with everything that they presented
used
after
games.
That.
So now Sony supports used games. It's official. They say it out in the open. They say it in the audience that we're not going. And they also said we're not going to do any more. We're not going to do mandatory check-ins.
Yes,
it's all offline compatible and this and that. Everybody in the audience by this point is fucking cheering, hugging each other.
I rewatched that whole conference, and after he said PS4 will now support used games, there was literally like 5 minutes worth of applause. That's it. Just applause. Everybody's cheering, going crazy. You know, it dies down and it grows back up again, and everybody is very excited that you'll be able to trade games away. If I wanted to lend Fernando here Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out, I'll just be like, yo, here you go.
Just pop it in and that's it. No installation fee. No bullshit.
But Xbox One,
that's how I want to say it, man.
Xbox One's not on that same page.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it,
PS4 took it. They took that little opportunity to hit Microsoft where it hurts, and they did. They got them.
So that was a plus already. So they won, and they also were supporting the indie games, which I was a fan of. Transistor looked amazing. I'm happy it's a PS4 exclusive. I love the backseat.
It's free to play.
That's awesome. That's even better. That's even better, yo. That's even better. So there's no reason that people shouldn't play that game. So I'm happy about it. It just feels that Sony is the PS4 is going to be the best system for me, for my experiences. So I am content with buying a PS1 day one. I'll stand in line outside with my $400 ready to buy it. I'll buy another fucking controller while I'm at it.
I told you, me and Lon, we're gonna camp outside of a GameStop for the whole weekend, the whole 3 days in advance, 4 days in advance, and just camp out. Take breaks on going to the restroom and going to get food and water and stuff. That's gonna be a fun time.
Get a PS4. So. They showed that Sony was talking about that, and then they also mentioned that you gotta have PlayStation Plus now to play online on the PS4. But for those of you who have PlayStation Plus, you guys already know how awesome.
You already know.
For those who don't know, you guys need to at least get the 3 month and give it a try, man. There's nothing you can lose from trying it.
$15 for 3 months. Even I did it, and after those 3 months with all the exclusive free content and the discounts and here's Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Just have it. There you go. Download it whenever you want. Full version, everything, and
AAA titles.
Great. PlayStation Plus is one of the most premier online services you can get with Sony.
Yes. So I am good with that. I mean, I guess that's how Sony's doing it. They're going to make up the money with PlayStation Plus. That's just revenue right there going to them, bro.
Microtransactions. And the digital library is supposed to be beyond epic. With all these games, we're going to have full PS3 games on there. And of course, we're going to have PS2 and PlayStation 1 games. We have to. And it's all going to be in the ginormous video game library.
Alright, so Sony wrapped it up right there, and then they showed Mad Max.
Yes, they ended with Mad Max.
At the very, very end.
That was very nice. I like how that looked.
Sony's press conference, so if you were to rate it.
5 out of 5, 6, 10 out of 5. Just because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. 10 out of 5. They sold it. It was over. So I give it a 5 out of 5, all the way.
I would have to agree with you, man. 5 out of 5. That was a great press conference, and I think I would want to say that that's one of the best conferences Sony has had in a while.
In a long time.
Yeah. So that wraps up our E4TV special E3 2013. Sony's portion of it. Next video we're gonna talk Nintendo. So
Nintendo. We'll see you in a bit, guys.